Welcome to the Anthem BlueCross and BlueShield Wellness Summit. In today's program, and for the second year in a row, we're going to address some critical mental health issues that affect our business and personal lives. There will be a particular focus on the impact of stress and ways we can all deal with it. Several of the region's brightest leaders are here today to discuss some of the strategies, best practices, and success stories that can positively affect your bottom line. Strong partners make an event like this possible. I'd like to thank Anthem BlueCross and BlueShield in Wisconsin for their support, and thanks also goes to our major sponsor, Cultivate by Standard Process, and to our supporting sponsor, Aurora.
So one of the insights from self-determination theory is, we can't directly control people's intrinsic motivation. There's not a dial on the back of employees' heads to put that on the intrinsically motivated setting. But what leaders and managers can do is they can try to set up work conditions and more so managerial styles to help people meet these needs. And the assumption is that people are naturally, innately trying to meet these needs. So, what can we do in the workplace to try to facilitate that for them?
Everybody, I think, in this room lives extraordinarily complex lives, right? It's almost a daily struggle to eliminate and simplify and try to get back to the basics, and that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition. We're going to talk about exercise and then sleep. So I think if you put all those three things together, it's a great foundation to simplify your life.
One of the things we try to do, I do a lot of weight programs in different work sites, and I'm not a fan of a Biggest Loser where the person who loses the most weight wins a prize type of a thing. We try to structure it so that it's an educational program, and I think that's really the key, is trying to make a realistic weight loss goal. Losing more than a pound, 2 at the most a week is not safe weight loss. So anything that promotes fast weight loss, lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks or whatever, that's a sign of a fad diet.
If anybody's ever been in the gym the first 3 weeks of January, as you mentioned, and it's the first 3 weeks, it's not the whole month, it's the first 3 weeks. It's crazy, and we love those people. We love that they're coming in and they want to make lifestyle changes, but what happens is they're gonna go to every group fitness class. Everyone on the schedule, and then they're gonna wake up at 6 a.m. and they're making it, but they're gonna do it every day, right? And so they get exhausted almost to the point of, I don't wanna do this anymore, right? Or they don't see a huge drop in weight, right? So I'm not gonna do this anymore. And I think really setting those realistic goals for yourself are really important, and making those small changes.
Okay, what not to do before bedtime. Do not engage in the discussion of the family budget with your spouse while you're lying in bed. Everyone's laughing about this, but I promise you that there are people here who do that. Because when do we see each other, right? We're working all day, we're taking care of the kids, and people often tell me, this is the only time I get to talk to my spouse. And so we have to figure out ways to fit those times in, not at bedtime.
Is it harder to identify an unhealthy person or a healthy person? I think that's a great debate. I tend to lean that sometimes it's harder to identify a healthy person. I think there are a lot of people who look healthy, but perhaps are not very healthy. Like, we just don't know, do we? We don't know the kind of weight and the kind of stress that people carry on their shoulders.
The science, it's got to be a holistic model. It just has to be. We cannot stay in one dimension anymore. It's not working. Okay? There's too many start-stops. People aren't seeing the kinds of things that they need. So stress, obviously emotional, but how does social play in that? How does occupational? So we have to look at it in a whole person model. That's not a nicety anymore, it's a necessity. I was really glad to hear self-determination. The 3 psychological nutriments: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Those have to be embedded. So a coaching model works because it helps people create autonomy. It's relatedness, and it's competence, step by step.
As a manager or a leader of a company, you're going to basically instruct somebody how to live their life, or you're going to coach them, you're going to put resources in place, and people are really skeptical. Is this just another CEO wish list? Is this another thing of the month, thing of the year? And is this thing really going to last? So what I found out, that getting over the skepticism, that the company is really committed to what you want to do and make them healthy. In our company, we have 2 objectives for our employees: to make them healthy and to make them wealthy. Sounds easy. It's incredibly hard to do.
So thank you all for coming. Thanks to the panelists. I appreciate it.